When you were younger, all was grand. You were healthy, your blood pressure was normal. Now your blood pressure is way high and your doctor is saying you need medication. Well, this is the story of how you are gonna fix it. In this video, I'm gonna show you 3 things that you can actually do, active things, to help yourself. And stick around to the end because there's gonna be a bonus, so let's do it. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 25 years. I'm gonna give you realistic advice based on my experience and based on the scientific literature. And please consider subscribing and sharing this video because it just might help someone. So number 1, cortisol. We need to stop the amount of cortisol that's in our bloodstream, and that is the key to lowering blood pressure. When we normally have stress, our body, our hypothalamus in our brain sends a signal to the adrenal gland to stimulate 2 things, cortisol and adrenaline. 3 things bad happen: increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, increased blood sugar. Now, under normal circumstances, that's actually okay. You want that to occur. If you have a lot of stress from a real type of problem, like you're being chased by a lion or something like that, you want your heart rate to go up. You want your blood pressure to go up. You want your body to mobilize blood sugar so that you have more energy. But when this happens on a chronic level, we are in deep trouble. And guess what you now have? You have a rapid heart rate, you have high blood pressure, and now you have high blood sugar. Of course, this is not what you want chronically. So now it's easy to say get rid of stress, but the one thing that you do have control over is once a day, every day for the rest of your life, you're allowed 5 minutes to just de-stress. And how we're gonna do that is through deep breathing. You're gonna breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Don't overthink it. Don't make too much about it. You can do belly breathing, chest breathing, it doesn't matter. But many people find that belly breathing for some works better, but others, a deep breath where you inhale and you deep breathe as much as you humanly can, that is what can make a difference. So it looks like this. It is so simple. Do that for 5 minutes every day, and you'd be surprised how much your stress is reduced, and thus less cortisol in your blood. Number 2, you need to get your body to produce more nitric oxide. How do you do that? You need to have a diet that has the healthy nitrates. Good examples of foods that make a difference with this are spinach, beets, bok choy, lettuce, carrots. What happens is these foods have nitrates in them, and these nitrates our body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a gas that helps dilate our blood vessels. The more dilation of blood vessels, the lower your blood pressure, and that's the goal. Now, do not confuse the nitrates that are in healthy foods to the nitrates that are in like processed meats and bacon and stuff like that. Those nitrates can be converted into nitrosamines, which can, have some problems with cancer. Now, the third and final thing that you can do to control your blood pressure naturally is magnesium. You want to take magnesium citrate, and you want to take somewhere in the neighborhood of about 450 milligrams per day. There are links down below in the description of exactly what magnesium I recommend. The main function we're going for here is it helps with the production, again, of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide dilates the blood vessels, blood pressure goes down. Now, the amazing thing about magnesium is you got to be real careful. If you're already taking blood pressure medications that are artificially lowering your blood pressure, and then you start taking magnesium at the same time, magnesium actually works so well that you can lower your blood pressure too much, and then you can get real dizzy and faint, and all types of problems can happen. So make sure that you are talking to someone who's knowledgeable about you, your own personal physician, so that when you do start taking magnesium, you want to modify the medications that you're on. So those are the 3 biggies, and if you yourself have lowered your blood pressure naturally, go ahead and tell us in the comment section down below. The reason why I want you to comment is because other people do read this and they might benefit from your experience. So these are only 3 things that I've mentioned. These are not the only things. So if you've done something else to lower your blood pressure naturally, let us know down below. So I promised you a bonus at the end, and I secretly omitted this topic for right now, and that is exercise. Exercise plays a major role. But what kind of exercise should you do? I'm going to tell you a little secret, and I'm going to give you the details in this little box right here in the corner. Make sure and click that video, because it's going to tell you whether you should be doing high intensity interval training, should you be doing heavy weight training, should you do endurance training, what is the best exercise? I'm going to give you a hint in this video. Thanks for watching.